I told him, if you want to see my feet, there's a picture on Instagram of like my feet propped up.
I remember this.
Yeah. And he was like, no, it's got to be fresh.
Fresh! I remember the fresh!
It's got to be fresh! Okay, hello, welcome back to My Aunt's Attic. I have a whole list, none of this goes together, and I think, forget the transitions, we're just gonna go through it. You got stuff? Let's go back and forth here.
You got stuff? I got eczema. Speaking of hair, I've got eczema on my scalp. It's been the most humbling thing I've ever experienced.
Okay.
I hate it.
So Brooke fried her scalp, and she had
that's the
scales
worst.
coming off.
I did. My part burned, and I had that. But yeah, cute.
That's head and shoulders.
That's what I was using when I got it.
Oh, it caused it?
I think so.
It probably does. Like stuff like that, I feel like they make
Makes
it
it
to
worse.
think it. Yeah.
Mm.
That's a lot of lotion.
Listen,
a lot
use,
of
like,
lotion
oils.
dries out your hands because they want you to use more lotion.
Yeah.
The toothpaste, we talked about it before. You don't listen to the podcast because you're a jerk. But
I do. I just haven't lately.
Okay.
you know what she said?
You don't
She
have
said,
to.
I haven't listened to
You
it.
don't have to.
She said, I haven't listened to it in like a year. And I'm like, we've only just now hit a year.
Yeah, I was exaggerating. I mean, I don't know.
We don't actually care that you don't listen. But no, like toothpaste ads, they show like a whole big glob. You don't need that much. It's just a gimmick to make you use more toothpaste. Get your nasty foot away from me. What are you doing?
I need to
Brody.
readjust.
Oh my god.
My hips are...
Hips don't
need
lie.
adjustment.
Okay.
No.
But yeah, I don't trust anything. If someone tells me if it's an ad, I don't trust
I
it.
go
If it's
all
the government,
natural
I don't
now.
trust it.
And
And
I have some oil stuff.
I don't trust her! Oh my god!
Listen, I'll
She
give you
tried to
some
poison
oil in this bag and just put it on.
in a bag.
No, I don't want to give you the whole bottle.
Just
Just
a Ziploc
stuff.
of oil.
I'm gonna give it to you, and you can put it on like as a hair mask.
Mhm.
Put it on, and I bet you it'll help a lot.
I
Is it
can't
that-
get rid of
that-
it.
I call it magic oil. It's
What is
seriously
it?
amazing. It's
Or
like
can I not know?
it's called Encompass oil. I don't know. I get
Oh,
it from Encompass Farming, but it's like all natural stuff, and I've gone.
I got burned.
Very
I put that on, and it felt
It is
good.
amazing. Like anything with hair, skin, anything. It's amazing. So
Are the
Okay,
painters here?
yes.
Oh.
Did you not hear Leo barking? Going
No.
crazy.
I didn't at
That
all.
happened like 25.
Where
minutes
was
ago.
I? Holy cow.
Being
You were here.
perfect. Just
Oh,
in
You're
your
right.
own
You're
world.
right. I was.
And then there was a lot
Embodying
of movement.
confidence.
No, you know who I don't trust in this world?
Me.
Like I said, the government, but also Tiffany.
Yeah.
I don't trust her as far as I could throw her. She tried to poison me.
I did
She tried to poison me.
She's gonna give me oil
Which
in the bag.
time?
Don't tell me this.
She tried to poison me
Don't
twice,
tell me
right?
this right now.
No, she tried to poison me twice because she was trying to get me to use, what was it?
I don't remember.
Magnesium powder or like whatever it was.
No. Electrolytes.
Oh.
I use like raw electrolytes that has no added sugar, no
She
dyes
dumped it.
or anything.
I was like, I don't think I want to try that. I don't like the powders. I don't like the taste of stuff like that. I don't like it. I turned around to go get ice to put in my water bottle. I turn around, she's dumping into my. She tried to poison me, and she's like, "Just try it, just try it." And it was like,
Salty.
It's all awful at first, but once you get used to it,
no, there was no getting used to it.
Was it
yes.
salty?
It wasn't salty. It was
I'm a
so,
person that hates salt, and I now drink it every single
No,
day.
it
and
wasn't so much
doesn't-
I'm
salty.
interested.
It was
I'll give you a
Okay.
pack of that too.
no.
girl.
So you know,
You got a problem? I'll help fix it.
no. So you know the difference between
Whoa.
I got it right
I
here.
almost just
acidic
fell.
and basic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you drink Kool-Aid or whatever, there's an acidity to it that is normal and you're used to it. This, however, was so on the opposite. It was so basic that it felt like it was so dense on my, and it was,
I thought you
Physically-
were perfect, and you should just
No.
be able to handle this.
no, this was
Physically
beyond
make it
anything
hot.
comprehensive. It was so disgusting. I took like, it made me nauseous. It was so disgusting.
Huh.
And then so I rinse it out, whatever. And then not only do I rinse it out, I pour more water. She pours in a flavored one after that.
I said, well, this one,
She sneaks a flavored one in
the
after.
first one I used with like 40 ounces of water to dilute it a little bit more. And then the other one is like
Oh.
16 to 20 ounces. So I was like, okay, she has so much more water in here.
She's trying to suit your
Plus
needs.
it's flavored. I'm trying to be helpful.
Yeah.
No, she tried to poison me.
Like, just like pain is
Well, you're
beauty,
here.
all this
No.
stuff. Like,
I don't agree that pain is beauty.
okay, but
I
I'm
go for
saying, like
comfort.
along these lines.
No.
Comfort
No.
is
You have to be
comfortable.
uncomfortable
No,
to be healthy
I don't.
sometimes.
No, I don't. No,
It's
I
not
don't.
like my greens. Like, it's disgusting.
It's the same
But
way
you
my
know
mom
how
is
boys-
begging me to go gluten-free, and I won't do it. I won't do it.
I hated it at first, too.
I will not do it. I have few joys in my life, and I am not giving up my pasta. It's not happening.
You can have good pasta that's gluten-free.
I don't want to. If I have to jump through hoops, it's
You
not
don't.
happening. No.
And it'd be so easy here.
I'll have jam for you, by the way. I want my black raspberry
my God,
jam
so good.
on toast. I want my toast to actually be good.
I have good gluten-free toast. Make
Says
your
the woman
own.
who tried to poison me.
Make your own.
No. That's so
Homemade?
much work.
Oh,
That's
King
so many
Arthur.
hoops.
King Arthur. That's a good, like, flour to use for it.
Okay. Whatever you say.
You know how many of us in our family
You know what?
are
Become
now
my personal
gluten-free?
shelf.
Excuse me? Yeah, if you want to drive home
Be-
7 hours, that's
Be
fine.
my personal chef, and maybe I'll follow all your crazy health nut
Move
rules.
back home, and
but
I'll do it for you.
Well, if I had a personal chef, I'd...
You're insane.
Come home.
No,
to
that
me.
is not my home.
Ugh. It's so funny.
They all
to
want me to move back to St. Clairsville, and I'm like, in a box, because I will be dead before that happens.
It's hilarious to me because, like, as kids, I feel like she never came up unless she had to, like, for retreats and stuff. And I was up here all summer. All summer. I was going to move up here. I was going to live with them.
invited.
I was going to go. Neither was I originally.
Well, see, your side of the family,
yes,
your family
that
is
is
always
very-
just show up. I need my invite.
Well, it's always open invitation, and it's very
That doesn't work
literal.
for me.
Open invitation.
That doesn't work for me.
I was going to come up for nursing school, and now look at us.
Yeah.
I am, like, so ready to go home, be with my family. And
I want the family to move up here. There's a compound. We can make a family compound out on 173.
Listen, I've been trying to get Ashley to do a compound, and now my mother-in-law will really think.
Oh my god.
But our
No,
family
there are.
is a-
Listen, out on 173, beautiful whole landscape there, all
Yeah,
farmland.
I'm sorry.
And
I would love to, but I literally texted DJ yesterday. I was like, I don't know how I ever wanted to live up here. Like, just going
Why?
down, like, the boulevard and stuff. I was like, I can't. I
Well, you don't
can't.
go-
Like,
you
how
don't-
did I ever think that I ever wanted to be here? Like, everything is just, and it's a very, I don't know, just this state.
You like a fishbowl, the hometown,
No,
like.
I just like being in my own family surrounding. I don't like the people at home necessarily. I keep to myself. I
don't know. I just feel like once you settle here and you figure out your routine and you
No.
get with just
also,
your
the
family,
traffic
just
ticks me off. Every person that I drive by here, they just really piss me off. My kids.
I guess I'm so used to it. I
They're
don't pay
like,
attention anymore.
These people driving up here, like, they honked at me for something. I made a little mistake when I was, I stopped at one of the rest areas, and it was like trucks and trailers or something
Yeah.
this way, and I was going through Starbucks drive-through to get a tea, and I thought it was that way. Well, I made a mistake, so instead of, like, backing up, I just turned around, and I was just going to go back the right direction. So this car is coming in off the interstate, and I stopped. I was dead stopped waiting and put my blinker on. Like, I was going the wrong direction technically, but
Like it was fully indicating.
I was
going to
go the wrong direction no matter which way I went. From so many feet away, this man is laying on his horn. And my kids were like, what is going on? I was like, I'm being respectful. I have my turn signal on and I'm waiting for him. Like, he was ticked. Like, I did not do anything to upset him or his family.
Well, if you were like me and perfect, that
Oh,
wouldn't
it's
have
so
happened in the first place.
I hate you. This is why I will not live with you, up here with you.
Oh my gosh.
No.
It says the woman who just begged me to come back home. What do you mean?
I said I won't live up here with you.
Ugh.
You're a different person up here. You're perfect up here.
I am. I have settled into my perfectness, which would have
No,
never
I don't
happened in
know.
that
I just-
god awful
I
town.
don't know. I don't like it.
I can't stand St. Clairsville. I can't stand it.
That's because
It's so
the people-
small. There's nothing to do. You have to drive elsewhere to do anything. There's no
Yeah,
opportunities.
but what do you actually do? What do you do here?
There's all kinds of festivals. There's all kinds of activities. There's always
There is
something
a
going
go.
on. Come on now.
You just gotta travel a little bit.
That's what I mean.
she said.
Everything that you could possibly want to do, there's always something going on around here. There's always something.
I
There's
tried
always
to-
there's the Greek festival. There's the what
Did
was
you
it?
go to that, by the way?
No, I did not.
I
I was
went.
working.
I've just turned into such a homebody. I don't know.
There's the Taste of Syracuse. There was the
Italian fest.
there was the I want to call it box lacrosse, but it's not. It was
Speaking of, did you see the signs for the run fair?
no, I haven't.
I don't know what it
There's
is.
the Ren Fair. There was the wing.
Like the
The wing-
Renaissance? What is it?
Renaissance
The Ren-
Fair?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was the whole wing. Not tournament.
eating contest?
No, it was just like all the wing places around here got together, and you just all the booths and everything.
Cool. My
It's like
kids
a whole
would-
wing festival.
Gosh, the boys would have been in heaven.
Well, that's why I mean. There's always constantly a festival. There's
what
like
they're
16 farmers markets everywhere. There's always there.
Speaking of farmers markets, I have been wanting to go to the Ohio Valley one, and it's only on Saturdays, and it just started a few weeks ago, and I have not been home a single weekend all summer. I just want to go to the dang farmers market.
Well, you're going to be there this weekend. You're getting back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday.
Oh, that's true.
They're
But
for Saturday.
that's Brooke's birthday, and I have to go to 4-H judging. I can't. And then
You
I'll
were
be
the
in
one that had 3
Minnesota.
kids. I don't feel
I
bad.
have no life. I have no life.
You have 3 very socially active, busy kids.
Mm.
You done played yourself.
Yeah, I done did it.
You done did it now.
These lights are bothering me.
Go turn them off.
No, it's the spacing, but at the ends,
They're
across from each
even.
other.
Yeah. Well, the recessed lighting in the beach house.
Oh,
We were trying to figure that out. It was all scattered, and my uncle was trying to
I think it was
align
renovated.
the different spots where it was supposed to be. And I'm like, no. It just looks stupid.
I think they rearranged and renovated the kitchen because there had to have been an island where.
But even with an island, it was still scattered enough that it just made no
It's
sense.
because the Perfect DeNoble didn't do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he didn't do it.
That is very true.
You weren't at that meeting.
Yeah.
You weren't at the meeting.
I did find my perfect house. I'll have to show you the video so it doesn't. But it is not one I can buy. It's just the inspiration for when I make my own. I want it to be like the little Hansel and Gretel cottage in the woods kind of thing. And I just recently saw another video. Somebody took the most gorgeous, full of character house and modernized it to look like. Someone commented, "You made it look like an Apple store." So accurate.
It's my
It was
least favorite aesthetic right now.
Devastated my soul. And anybody who does that should be toes cut off one by one. You don't deserve to have toes if you do that.
That's a new one.
Can we talk about one of the things that I have listed here? What do I want to talk about right now? Oh, let's go ahead and talk about the fact you don't read, so you don't have a comment on this.
I could pretend I do.
Authors need to
Fake
be
it
world
till you
leaders.
make it.
Say again?
Authors, just like fantasy authors and everything, need to be world leaders.
I feel like
We
that's
need
pretty
to-
disastrous.
No, we need to drain the swamp and fill it with fantasy authors because they are strategic. They know how to work people. They know how to read people. Because they can create characters. They know
Listen.
how all the different characteristics.
I
They are strategic in war. They're great at negotiating.
is
They
such
have
an
the
interesting
entire
take.
plot of
No.
everything figured out.
disagree.
Why?
We had kittens, going to the bathroom in litter boxes, and you think that fantasy people controlling the world would be good?
I think
No,
I think
that's
are you
that's maybe
joking?
the opposite end of the spectrum, where maybe they have a little bit too much
Yeah.
going on upstairs.
Yeah.
Whereas right now we have
no. What
no
I'm saying,
brain activity.
no. As far
whatsoever.
as the fantasy, like the war. Have you ever read a fantasy book about war, like Throne of Glass,
No.
Sarah J. Maas? Not saying maybe her in
Sounds
particular,
miserable.
but certain authors like that, when they can see all different kind of strategies in war, they can plan out a plot line like that, find solutions, find all the different things. I'm like,
you're talking
Okay,
about like
yeah,
the
if
thinking
they're gonna
ahead,
actually
the
Kind of
thinking
thing.
ahead, being able to strategize, seeing all the different plot lines,
I see
seeing how
that.
you can work
I think-
people.
I think
they'd
if
be-
they do it in a reality setting,
well,
okay,
I think
yeah.
if they were at least advisors or something, things would be so much better.
But I think authors are their own breed of crazy a little bit.
Yeah.
But
There's
they
something
also
psychologically
crazy to
wrong.
write
But that's the
book?
thing. They know
Yeah.
they're crazy, and therefore that makes them sane.
So like all these.
It circles back around in the beginning.
I
So
don't know.
sane and so
I don't know.
rooted.
About
Okay, they're so rooted in reality that they're able to step outside of that to create an amazing fantasy, but it be able to use realistic elements to make the fantasy real enough to be believable. Boom.
I don't know, but like with
Boom!
crime shows,
Put me as president.
and
I'll be-
stuff
I'll
and
fix
like
it.
murder like. How do people come up with this stuff? Like you
Mm.
had to have lived this. You had to do all these murders and then write it all. Like how do you not?
Because you know how to read people.
Or how do these people just not solve these crimes?
But also
Yeah.
authors, when they're writing books, kill off great characters.
Listen, I've actually cried myself
They're
to
like
sleep.
gonna be like the friggin' puppet masters now.
Cried myself to sleep over one of the fate of my
Puppet
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
I
do you
don't
know
know.
that they're not gonna kill off
Yeah.
groups of people.
That's not
For
how
the
that
plot.
works.
For the
Do it
plot.
I'm just saying, I think they would be
I don't
really
know.
strategic.
I
and
I
be
see
able
where
to-
you're coming from, but I don't
I
see
just think that
as
they're a
good
different
idea.
type of crazy.
Well, think about it this way. Our world is in the absolute gutter.
it would
And
be better.
Guess who has not ever been
It'd be
in a
more
position
entertaining,
of
for
leadership?
sure.
An author.
An author. Put him
You
in.
could
Let's
say
see how it
that about a
happens.
lot of occupations.
Let's see what happens.
Probably most of them, because all that they've been is
Yeah, but most
in
occupations
office.
aren't able to assess a situation properly, whereas authors, they have. They've created the situations and then they fixed them.
Oh my god,
I think it's brilliant. I think it'd be a good.
it's an interesting take for sure.
Another interesting take as far as the whole murder plot.
Oh, God.
We need to, as a society, stop with the word unalive.
Oh, like
It
on TikTok?
started as
Not
on
even-
TikTok.
I feel like I've never even...
I think it started on TikTok as a way
Because,
to
like,
subvert the
yeah.
being censored. But it's gotten to
Oh.
a place where I think people aren't
People are
recognizing
using it.
this was not supposed to happen. No. You're allowed to say these words. Stop using it because they've switched it from, unalive being either for murder or suicide to any kind of death.
Stressing me out.
They say unalive for any kind of death whatsoever. Death is not a bad word. Died, not a bad word. Stop saying unalive unironically because you sound stupid and immature. Stop with it. I need it to stop.
Huh.
I have decreed it,
I don't
and
know,
therefore
it's
it is done.
Okay.
I like that one.
I feel like I
it's
just felt...
minimizing it.
I just felt your passion on that. It just kind of stressed me out, tensed me out. I'm gonna need you to give me a neck
It
massage.
stressed me out.
Okay, moving
That
on.
was intense.
Druid. Shout out to Druid.
Who's
The
that?
username Druid on TikTok. They're an artist who has created these original characters. I've mentioned it before because I'm obsessed with them. They're original characters. I'm completely obsessed with it. Shout out to Druid.
You're
I'm just
such a
saying.
character. I'm not
Shout
surprised.
out.
Which also leads to the fact that, can we talk about my crushes that I have on animated characters?
Oh, I was gonna ask you something about. Do you do that with animal characters? Because everybody has a thing for Simba.
No.
I've never had a thing for an
No.
animal character ever.
The
I can maybe
only-
see the fox from Zootopia.
No, the fox from Robin Hood.
They're very similar to each other.
No, the fox from Zootopia is a little bit scragglier. Not scragglier.
I like
a little bit of a string bean. I don't
A little rough around the
yeah.
edges.
The Robin Hood,
He's string beanie. I think the one from Zootopia just has a bigger head.
I don't like him. He
Okay.
has more of
You
an
don't have to.
arrogance to him that I don't like,
I don't
whereas Robin
like
Hood
him.
is better. But no, I
You're
have
full of arrogance. What are you talking about?
Whoa.
just because I
Get it.
am doesn't mean I like it in other people. No, the two I saw. Okay, so you know those the brackets
Yeah.
that you choose all your different characters. Well, it got narrowed down between Flynn Rider.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
I
for
love
sure,
a
Flynn
Flynn
Rider for you.
Rider genre of man.
Flynn, yes.
Do you know
Yes.
the rapper Baby No Money? It's like BB No $.
No.
He's a Flynn Rider genre.
Do I need to look
man,
it up?
And he's my newest
We're gonna look him
celebrity
up.
crush. I mean, you might think he's too scraggly or whatever you were trying
Well,
to say.
I'm still John Yaman is still my number one. John Yaman, the actor.
Oh.
I think that's how you say his last name. I'm not entirely sure. B.
Don't
No.
Still cool.
don't make fun of me. Don't diss me if you don't like him. You can just say you don't like him. But he's my
He's a Flynn
into
Rider
him.
meets Johnny Depp,
oh.
and I don't know if I'm thrilled with the combination.
You don't have to be, like I just said.
But you also like the dude from Sound of Music, and
Oh
just-
my
no.
god, I love him.
No. You've
You've never seen The Sound of Music?
No.
Wow.
I fell asleep.
It is like really long.
Also, musicals are just not.
This is my man, Tiffany.
Actually,
that is my man.
Let me see
Oh.
some man. See, you
Let me
are
see.
into such manly
Man.
men.
I'm
rugged.
I'm not into
Let me
manly
see.
men.
I want rugged, tall, dark, and handsome. Rugged. Oh,
not
he
into.
is so
I don't
beautiful.
like.
Delicious.
I don't like muscles.
I
I like
like
abs. I don't
No.
like abs.
I like fit, but not buff. He's a little bit more buff than I tend to like, but his face is
A
just
little bit.
perfection.
He was like chiseled.
Okay,
bro.
but look at this picture. Look at his
I'm,
precious
like,
face.
I'm freaked out by it.
Look at that.
Yeah, I get that.
Look at that.
He's chiseled.
He's perfection. Oh, Those eyes, those
I
brown
think
eyes. Oh
abs
my god.
look like a lobster.
Brown
like, it
eyes?
freaks me out.
brown eyes. I don't do
Yeah.
blue eyes. Don't
my
do
man
blue
has
eyes.
blue eyes. Gorgeous.
Look at he's so rugged. He's
You're
so
just
beautiful.
so into like I am not. I don't like
That guy
manly
looks like
men.
Jesus.
He doesn't look like Jesus.
Let
That
me
does
see.
not look like Jesus.
Look, the long hair.
Well,
No.
what Americans have been told Jesus.
I
is.
know.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the Americanized Jesus. That ain't him.
You
Yeah,
know,
I do like. I
what's
like.
the guy?
man.
What's the guy
Right.
off of Sons of Anarchy? What's his name?
Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah, but if he was like dark
If
hair,
he was a dark, yeah,
Yeah.
he's blonde hair,
I
blue
like
eyed. But if
blonde.
he was dark,
But-
yes.
I don't know. My husband's pretty perfect, but I'll take it.
If you say so. Okay.
To each their own.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to hear someone say that about their husband
That
instead
is
of like,
nice.
I kinda like him.
husband.
I kind of like him.
Yeah. But no, seriously, it was
So
between
cute.
it was Flynn Rider and Hiccup.
Oh.
I love me. Okay, the second
going
movie,
Flynn.
How
I
to
mean-
Train Your Dragon 2, Hiccup, not the first
I've
one.
never watched this.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Do you just watch Disney movies?
But Hiccup and then also
Yep.
Jack Frost.
Yep.
Jack Frost. That's a DreamWorks,
Oh,
not
I-
a Disney.
Wait.
See, but
Rise of the
Frost?
Guardians.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
if I was a teenager, I would have probably said Hiccup and Jack Frost. But because Flynn is like, I think it's an age thing now. Because when I look at them age-wise, Flynn gives me more of my age at this
Yeah.
point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whereas like Jack Frost, I feel like is more of a kid.
Yeah.
I'm not into kids. I don't know about you.
Thank God.
But you know what I mean, though.
I
Right?
do,
No.
You
but
do.
like if I was younger, I would be
Yeah.
younger.
But
me
no,
would,
older
have
Hiccup
had a
is
different answer.
they had an edit of it, like, I don't know. I'll have to show you the edit because it got me. They had an edit. It got me, man. It got out.
God.
Let's see what else. No Transition. Shout out to Dylan and Cole Sprouse.
Okay,
Where are they in life?
I love them.
They are doing great. That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know what they've done after second.
They did not fall into all the nonsense with the child
Drugs.
actor and then turning into chaotic whatever. They
Nice.
after Sweet Life is Sweet whatever
Mhm.
Sweet Life on Deck. They went to
Okay.
school. They got degrees.
Really?
They started jobs.
That's impressive.
Dylan started a meadery. He got a job. He did whatever. He got his degree. He started a meadery. He likes brewing mead, and then Cole got into
Meat
photography.
or mead?
Mead.
Oh,
Mead.
I thought she said meatery.
A
No,
meadery?
a
I
meadery.
was like, isn't that a butcher?
No.
Anyway.
Get with the program, Tiffany.
So,
Cole got really into photography.
That's
I forget what
wonderful.
degrees they got. Like
I love
whatever.
Dylan.
good for them.
Are you
They've-
a Dylan or are you a Cole girl?
Which is which?
They don't look
I
at
think
all
they
alike.
look totally
They're
different.
they
completely
do
different,
look
yeah.
completely different, but I don't know.
Dylan got married
Who's
to Barbara
Oh yeah, Barbara.
Sprouse. She was
that
like
video was
so cute.
it's so funny.
It's Barbara Sprouse. They're just doing great, and I love that for them. Congratulations.
Answer the question.
What?
Which
Oh, I don't know.
I'm Dylan. Probably because I saw him in that After We Whatever movie.
I have not
After We
seen that.
Fell. He's in it. And he did
I
good.
think physically wise, I think I am a little bit more Dylan.
He's like rougher.
He's a little bit more of like solid,
Oh yeah,
sturdy, manly man.
Yeah.
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 Wow. They
Yeah.
look so good
They look
though.
so different.
yeah.
But they look great. They're doing great. Kudos to them, man. So shout out I think they need shout outs every once in a while just to keep them
Go
keep
But
it
check
I
them
going.
out.
appreciate that.
Go support them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
because
great.
people that actually do something with their lives after they're
Yeah.
famous, they don't
Bridget
get
Mendler.
recognized
Yeah.
unless they're.
They're doing
POSs.
great. And that's the nice thing is like they didn't just completely fall out of acting.
Yeah.
They've done
Yeah.
their own thing. They've kind of made their own lives. They've dabbled in acting when they want to. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Be more like Dylan Goldsprouse.
She does not look like a Barbara.
She's beautiful.
I totally love the woman who played their mom on Sweet Life. Have you seen
Yeah.
like recent videos? She has a TikTok. She comes up on my feed every once in a while. And I
She
guess,
also
like,
played in Supernatural.
Oh really?
Uh-huh.
I've never
Love
seen her
her.
in anything else. But I guess like, did you see the video where?
Dylan defended her at one point, or no? Is it the other way around?
She defended Dylan because someone on set had like made a comment of like,
Body shaming him.
Yes.
Yes, that's it. That's
and
it.
she
Kim Rhodes.
stood up
Yeah.
for her. I love her.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She seems like such a sweetheart.
I love it. Yep. Kim Rhodes, love her. She was in Supernatural. She was great.
She's such a mom.
transition. We have United Kingdom.
Huh?
Did we mention that before?
Mm.
We have United Kingdom.
I think you texted me. Did
as
you
an
text me
audience.
that?
Yeah, we didn't shout it out though. So shout out to United Kingdom. Hope you're still with us, even
Thanks
though we've
for
been
being
on
here.
hiatus for 3 weeks. The problem is,
I forgot you.
I don't know what
country.
country in the United Kingdom it's from.
Hmm.
There are 4 countries in the United Kingdom. I would like it narrowed down. So,
No, it doesn't matter.
United Kingdom listener, if you would please come somewhere else and comment where you are actually from, whether it be Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, or England.
I'm very
Please let us
impressed
know.
that you knew those 4.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
let
I
me know.
have
I
No
definitely
idea.
did not.
Well, just
I'm
so
not
you're
geography.
Wales, Northern Ireland.
I don't care where you're from.
Scotland.
Thanks for being
I
here.
care.
Okay.
If you're from Scotland, listen, I really care. Because if you're from Scotland,
Oh yes.
please let me come to your house so I can
Oh,
live
actually,
with
that's a
you
good
for a
point.
month. So I can
Yeah.
visit your beautiful
Her
country.
dream.
Yeah.
Fulfill her dream.
Please.
You know what I hate?
Ah.
YouTube ads.
I thought you were going to say
You
me.
too. You too.
I hate you guys.
That was rude.
Thanks for being here.
Yes.
I hate YouTube ads, and I keep getting this one where it's just silence. And so if I'm like listening to a podcast and I like set my phone down and I'm walking around, all of a sudden my video stops. So then I'm forced to go look at the ad. That's actually
Rude.
evil.
It is.
Yeah, that's bad.
I hate YouTube ads. And
Leo-
I keep getting the same one.
Yeah, I
Stupid
just
woman from
realized-
Kinney.
I heard him now.
We're actually in your aunt's attic.
Oh,
No,
yes.
it's only like the second time we've ever done this.
Yeah.
Here. With the red
Same.
blood cell.
We are in our namesake.
I love this thing.
Yeah.
Sat on it last time.
Still there.
I'm surprised the doctor didn't take it.
It probably doesn't have room in his new apartment.
Probably.
Our
It's
cousin is
big.
officially a doctor. He officially got his own apartment.
I don't know how.
My aunt and uncle are officially empty nesters.
Wow.
There's so much space here. Don't even know what to do with.
The house?
Mm-hmm.
I would
That was
very
supposed to be one of my jobs this week, and then I had to, basically die
That's
when I first
For
got
your
here.
tonsils.
Yeah, they almost
rough.
took over my
Your
body.
tonsils touching each other.
That's disgusting.
It's a rough.
That
It's
sucks.
rough.
That's a bad time right there.
Mm-mm.
Much better now.
I'm still looking into my tiny houses.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
They're more expensive than I thought.
Everything
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Inflation.
so we'll see.
Try to find a used one.
My realtor
Do
hasn't
they
gotten me
sell like tiny home?
You can
tiny
buy
mobile homes
a
on
pop-up
Marketplace?
home. You can buy a pop-up home from Amazon.
Dude, just tent. Do it.
Honest to God,
You're.
I might.
Do a pop-up one from Amazon. Or like Walmart. Doesn't Walmart or
They probably have luxury ones.
Home Depot or something sell? Just get like a few sheds, put them together.
Oh
I
yeah,
might
shed.
do
Little,
something like that.
a little
They sell
shed.
like huge sheds.
That's true. I was
With like
looking at some of that.
porches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how that
You
works.
can buy
though.
a house on Amazon. I think that was like
Yeah.
a YouTube
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
That's the pop-up houses.
that's crazy.
They're garbage
crazy.
and they're very
well, for
Apple
sure.
Store-esque. I want
You have to read
Cottage in the Woods.
But that is, yeah, it's like Hansel and Gretel. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I want
You gotta
my
get
little-
there. You gotta get there.
I
It's
want
so
something
hard.
so small.
Yeah.
My realtor has not gotten back to me about the property just yet.
You need to reach out. You gotta like
Well,
push
she-
them. That's their job.
No, Erica's very good. She's waiting to get all the restrictions because a lot of the places around here, if you buy property,
Yeah,
there's
there's-
building restrictions.
Oh,
yeah,
so
but
she's-
she should be able to figure that out. If it's been on the market, she should be able to figure that out in an afternoon.
She's busy, and I've got no money, so it's not like I'm, what am I gonna do? I can't buy it just yet. Well, my parents are gonna front me the down payment for it, so there's that.
Hold on.
I think
What's
I have to live
happening?
with my mom forever.
Honestly, our generation is
Yeah,
I
screwed.
have to.
Our generation is screwed as far as buying houses, and so I'm done. I'm buying property, and I might have to camp out. I might have to
I-
rough it for a while.
DJ and I were so blessed. We were
You
on
go
our
stank.
second. We bought our first house when we were 20, and we're in our second one.
Oh my
so-
God.
Spit in my face, you dick.
It's been like
Yeah.
all I think about is I just want.
I would never have been able to do that on my own.
I know.
For sure. Like he
All by
he was in
myself.
Pipeline.
Haven't you sing that at least one time per episode?
I don't know if it's celebratory or mourning. Yeah.
Morning.
I'm celebrating the fact that I am single, but I'm mourning the fact that my
Celebrating.
singleness is preventing me from having all the things I want.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's true.
So if anyone would like to be my sugar daddy without the sugar,
Sure. Just be my daddy.
just be my daddy.
either is what you want. Just
No.
someone give me money.
So yes. There are people out there that like to be taken advantage of.
I know.
I need one of them.
But I think you gotta like step on them too. They probably want
They
I
have
need
to-
something.
they have
I need
to
someone
be
at a
submitted.
distance that I can just text and be like, give me money. And they're like, okay.
Submissive.
Sell your feet pics. What are you
No.
waiting for?
Girl, I have
No.
somebody for you.
What?
We talked about it before.
A buyer?
Yeah, for sure.
We talked about it
Whoa.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You have
What
nice
did?
feet.
Okay, so listen. At your wedding,
My
was he
husband's
there with
cousin.
a date?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They
They're-
were dating.
They're on and off.
Oh no.
Actually, he left.
She
He
was-
moved back in. He moved back in with his mom.
She
He
was.
is 30 years old. He moved back in with his mom. And he's like still stringing her along. She's like a grandma. She's not a grandma, but she's like a grandma.
The
But anyway,
problem is,
he asked her.
at her wedding, this guy asked me for my
It's my
number.
husband's cousin.
For my
He was
number in
humiliated
front of
with
his
that.
date. She was sitting right there. Me being totally
Yeah.
clueless, didn't realize what the situation. I didn't realize they were either together or dating or
Right.
whatever.
They're weird.
For him to ask for my number
That's
right in front of her.
Crazy.
And then proceed to text me on like for however long, and then ask me for feet pics.
And
He
never
asked
said-
you?
Yeah,
My
When did this
husband's
happen?
family
I didn't
does
tell you
not.
about this.
Mm-mm.
I 100% said this on the podcast.
When
at
did this
one point.
happen?
This was
Uh,
several years ago.
Oh my god.
We've been married for almost 6 years now.
Yeah, so this was about 5 years ago or something. But
Isn't that crazy?
he was texting me on and off. I gave him I gave him my number because I didn't again realize the
Every
situation.
time I see him.
He's texting me. He finally says like, hey, I know this is gonna sound weird, but can
Wait,
I have?
time out. You gave him your number?
I gave him my number.
Oh, you didn't realize she was there.
I didn't realize that she was the date.
Were you like
Yeah,
into
they had
him?
to-
No, it was just he was like on my brother's soccer team. I had
Oh.
known him from other things.
And
Their
his
cousin,
brother,
like
his brother is friends with, like, us and
I was his
Yeah.
brother's like
yeah,
date or not date, but like
is friends with her
partner
brother.
thing
Yeah.
for I
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
his So there was like different connections. So
Small
giving
town
him my
stuff.
number was not anything weird
Right.
to me at
Right.
all. So
she didn't even react.
no,
That's the thing. I don't think she.
Ooh.
I didn't understand at all. She did not react at all. So we're texting, and he comes around. He's like, I know it's weird, but can I have a picture of your feet? And I was like, no, like that's just okay. I told him, if you want to see my feet, there's a picture on Instagram of like my feet
Oh,
cropped
I
up.
remember this.
Yeah, and he was like, no, it's got to be fresh.
Fresh! I remember the fresh!
It's got to be fresh.
No, that's so.
Oh, and after that, I was like, don't ever text me again.
I was like,
I
I
have
didn't
a
think
picture
that
of
people
your
that was
feet.
real. Yeah. When I told my
How are
husband
people so
about that,
desperate?
I actually told his brother about that, and his brother was absolutely humiliated.
Well, no, okay, he
Humiliated.
should
Oh
be,
my
listen,
God.
Hilarious.
listen,
I told him I
having-
was drunk one time.
we have talked about it before. He shouldn't be humiliated because that is actually the number one fetish across the board, period. And it's because no, it's not disgusting. It's
It
it's
is.
it's a wiring in your brain. It's actually a physical thing.
Yeah.
Because the part of your brain that is connected to your feet and the sensations is very close to the attraction and arousal part of your brain. So the wires sometimes get crossed, and
No.
that's why
No.
it's the most popular fetish.
No.
Move the
Put
wires.
those dogs
anything.
in their crate.
Please.
No, thank you.
Oh my god, it has to be fresh.
It's gotta be fresh. And I was at that moment. I was like, there are so many other ways of saying that. Don't ever text
But it's
me
also
again.
just
He's
like
so
Google
weird.
feet. Like, why did he?
This guy, I guess, it's
You gotta know
be-
the person.
You gotta know the person.
That's
Or maybe
so-
like he's like, oh, she's gorgeous. Those are her feet.
I
even
do have
more
very
attractive.
cute feet.
Those
Did you
are-
hear my knee crack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
You
don't
do
know.
have
Do
cute
have very
feet.
cute feet.
I can't believe you said that. I do remember that now.
I think it's hilarious because his cousin, my husband, literally has probably touched my feet like once in our 10 years of being together.
I'm not into feet.
You want to talk about your first date?
Oh.
So-called first date? This is good.
Oh my god.
This is good.
We were just talking about this yesterday. So me and my husband, I don't even know when we actually met. But in high school, he was like kind of friends with my brother, and so I kind of knew him, and we had classes together, but we never really like hung out until after he graduated. He was a year ahead of me. He graduated, and about a week after he graduated, we started hanging out, texting every single day. Or no, at this point, I think we were just texting every day. And he was like, hey, you want to go? I'm hungry. You want to go get some food after you're done with work? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, where do you want to go? And I was like, oh, you can pick whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go home. I gotta get ready. I think this is like a date. So I go home and I like shower quickly. I told him that I was still at work, so he didn't know I went home to get ready. And my mom was like, what are you doing? And I told her, I was like, I'm gonna go out with this kid. And so like my dad's home, my brothers are home, our neighbors are there, and they're all asking where I'm going and what I'm doing. And so I was like, okay, whatever, I'll tell you. So he comes and picks me up in his dad's car. He didn't have a car at the time. He picks me up and he's like, so where you want to go? I was like, it doesn't matter. He pulls up to the gas station Subway. And I was like, oh, he just has to get gas. No, he didn't need. And so he just got out and he's like, are you coming? And I was like, oh, I thought you just had to run to the gas station. He's like, well, is Subway okay? I was like, sure, that's great. So we go in there.
And it's genuinely, there's a gas station and it's the one that's attached to like Subways.
So then they ring it up and they were like, together or separate? And he was like, separate. And I was like, my jaw literally dropped. And I was so uncomfortable. I wanted to cry. I wanted to leave. So then we go and sit there. And I was like silent the whole time. I was like, this is insane. So then he goes and drops me back off. So I was gone like 10 minutes. And everyone's like, what happened? So I was like, his dad needed him for something. So we just ran to something. I was so embarrassed. But now,
knowing DJ,
I don't even know our.
I don't know if you wanted to name said.
Oh,
I think you've said it.
I've said it.
Okay, so knowing DJ, like this just is like, yeah, that's just DJ. Like,
he had no idea. Like he was so oblivious to life, and then it still took 6 months for him to even like ask me out. Like,
wow.
And then he just assumed. We were
that you were together.
We were like talking and joking around about something, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'd have to." I don't remember what happened. I think he pushed me off the bed or something, and he's like, "Oh, I'd have to call the ambulance or something and tell him that my girlfriend this that, and the other." And I was like, "Wait, that's something that just happened." I was like, "What did you just say?" He was like, "That my girlfriend whatever," and I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, no. He's like, what do you mean no? And I was like, you have to ask. I don't think I even told him in person. Like I texted him. And I was like, you have to ask me. Like that's not going to fly.
That's not just something that happens.
I don't know. So I knew it was coming, but it was like a week or so after he showed up when we were carving pumpkins, and he was like, hey, can you come out to the car? He opens the trunk. And there's like a dozen roses and a bunch of strawberries. And he asked me, and then what do? I was like, if we make it 2 months, our 2-month anniversary would be on Christmas.
Oh my good Lord.
I didn't think we were going to make it that long. Now here we are.
Now they're married with 3 kids.
That's so cute.
He gets so embarrassed. He like is so embarrassed by our beginning. And he hates
that's classic.
Talk about it, but I think it's great.
It is like, immortalized now, buddy.
I think it's better than, some little memorable.
Well, you know how we've talked about how my parents got engaged.
I don't know. Did she fight someone in a bar or something?
No, that's a different story. No, not that time. No, he calls her up. Like he's on the way home from work.
This, yeah.
Calls up my mom. The 22nd or the 29th? Yeah. For what? To get married. Oh, 22nd's too soon. Let's do the 29th. Okay, bye. That's how they got engaged.
Oh, great. It's so funny because like thinking about it now, like I don't put it past him.
That's Jimothy for you.
I don't know. God bless her, because I don't know.
They're 36 years strong or something.
Wow.
I don't know.
I'd have killed him by now.
Yeah, me too. That's whatever. To each their own, I guess. Single. I'm single. I don't know.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. Wow, I kind of rapid fire went through all my. Do you guys list?
No.
Miss Eczema?
Wait, are you in a relationship?
I am.
I thought that I remember him being on. I wasn't sure if you still were.
But she didn't used to listen.
Because I haven't listened to.
Yeah, that was episode number 3.
I listened to that one, thank you.
Yeah, that was like the last one.
It was probably awful.
Can you see? Can you tell?
Well, they're all probably awful. Like,
but I feel like we've gotten better.
I think we've got like more rapid fire with our conversations.
He's from Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See,
She listened.
I listen.
If you say so.
I was gonna say I couldn't imagine being in the dating world now, but
well, I was just thinking about it. I was like, I got my 10-year high school reunion notification, which is the same day as my friend's wedding, so I'm not going to go to the reunion anyway.
I think that's a great excuse.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem is that if he invited people from high school, then they're going to have the excuse, I live too far away to go to the reunion kind of thing. But if they're going to be there for... Wait, no, let me switch that away.
Hmm?
If they didn't go to the
You
wedding
lost
because
me.
they were too far away, but they also had the high school reunion, there's 2 reasons for everybody to come to St. Clairsville, which means everybody that he invited probably is going to end up coming, which means I'm basically going to have a high school reunion anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, at the wedding?
At the wedding, and I don't
I bet
want
you.
to.
Listen, I bet you.
Yikes.
The day after the wedding, Sunday night, I bet everyone will be at Undo's.
Oh my gosh.
So. Yeah.
I never liked Undo's.
I went. What was that like? The day before.
You know, I almost killed our
Thanksgiving or
pastor there. I almost killed Brother Dan.
something? I didn't know that.
I was working there as a
I
busser.
probably shouldn't admit that.
I was working as a busser, and
You worked there?
I worked there
No, you didn't.
as a busser for like 2
I remember
months.
you working at T. Felice. I don't remember.
I worked at D. Felice, and then for a short time, I had both
Sure,
that
sure.
job and a busser job at Undo's.
Hmm.
That didn't last very long because
I
I was
must have
terrible.
liked you then because
I was terrible at busing. How are you bad at busing? But I am bad at busing.
I love that.
Because my friend who worked there for however long, she trained me, and she didn't tell me. Well, she said, "Oh, you don't need busser tubs, like the dish tubs and everything." She's like, "You can just carry it." So I'm just carrying dishes.
That's what I did.
Lost my grip. Had a whole stack of plates. Crashed to the ground.
Oh,
Brother
no.
Dan was sitting there. Almost gave him a heart attack. So I was like,
Oh, no.
I think I'm going to pack up. I think I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
You left after that?
No, I was there for a little while longer. I just hated the job. I hated it. It was gross.
Sorry.
It was gross.
And nobody liked me there.
Yeah, I
None of my
don't know
coworkers
how-
liked me.
I don't know how I ever worked in the food industry for as long as I
It's
did.
awful.
Because I was a host, but also bussed. Which we never had tubs. I used to walk around with crap all over my shirt. It was
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
It was so disgusting.
Coming
Like,
home
I hated
smelling
the
like
feeling.
grease.
Yeah.
Smelling
When
like
I
hated
lived, when I worked at D. Felice, I would come home and my mom was like, immediately,
Yeah.
laundry room, shower. Don't
Yeah.
even go anywhere else in the house.
Like, I would only wear... Like, I had specific jeans because I
Yeah.
would never wear those.
Oh,
very
it's so
much.
gross.
Mhm.
It's
So
disgusting.
gross. Well, they tried to put me in the front at D. Felice. They tried to have me serve. That lasted a grand total of 2 weeks.
I
Cried
could
multiple
never
times
serve.
in those 2
Cried.
weeks. And I told them, I was like, put me back in the kitchen or I quit. And they put me
Well,
back in the kitchen.
You probably should have quit anyway.
Oh, I did. That was the start of my downfall.
Yeah.
when I would wash dishes, I would come home and just like this section of my
Mhm.
Yep.
body would smell and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
gross.
Restaurants
Yeah.
are such an awful place. The weirdest and grossest of people worked there. I think I was
Yeah.
the only one that didn't do drugs that worked there.
Yeah.
They shut down. All the managers got arrested.
I loved Garfield's, but then they changed. So Garfield's used to have like the paper strips that you could color on. They give you like
Mhm.
adults even could color on the stuff. They got rid of that though.
We never had that when I worked there.
Yeah, they got rid of it after a few years. That was me and my friends. That was our spot. That would anytime after school we
The
were like, let's go to
only place-
Garfield's.
The only place I remember ever doing that is the Roadhouse.
Oh yeah.
The brown pig, which I don't know that
They don't
do
do that
anymore.
anymore. I don't know. We loved Garfield's. That was always our spot.
Yeah.
We saw this one poor guy. He got stood up for a date.
Mm.
He was like in the booth across from ours, across the way.
Oh, no.
And he's sitting there waiting, and me and my 3 friends were all sitting there like, we're watching this all go down. He was so, like, you could just see his soul crumbling. And then eventually he's just like, he told the waitress, he's like, yeah, I don't think she's coming. Waitress sat down and talked to him for a few minutes, and
Oh
you could
my
just
God.
see, he was like, I really liked her. I thought this was like going to go well. And oh yeah, it was really sad. It was really sad.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Turned into a therapy session.
Like, we were really ready about to like go over and talk to him before the waitress did, but.
We'll go on a date with
Invite
you,
him.
both of us.
So,
Sit
did I
at your
talk about the
table.
time that I got one of the waiter's numbers from Garfield's?
Was that when I worked there?
His name was Blake.
Oh, no.
No.
I worked for that
So,
cigarette.
me and my friends are in our spot. We're at Garfield's. I'm on the inside of the booth, okay? Not on the outside. We're nearest him or anything. So, he's taking our order or whatever. And towards the middle, after we got our food, he reaches over everybody to give me a stack of napkins. And again, me being oblivious, and I'm like, that was kind of weird. They're like,
You rubbed
Danielle,
that shit
look
all
at the
over your
napkins.
face.
And I'm like, oh,
Oh.
okay. And his number was on one of the napkins.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. So, but I was with my friends that day, and I don't like to be on my phone and text when I'm with friends. So I was like, I didn't text him yet. So we go throughout the rest of the day. I'm not texting him. He managed to get my number from another one of the girls in my school, another one of my friends, who he happened to live next door to, just down the road a little bit. He was like, hey, I got my number from so-and-so. I hope it's okay. You haven't texted me yet. I just wanted to kind of blah, blah, blah. And I'm with my friends still, and I'm like, do I text him back? They're like, go for it, go for it. So I'm texting him with the advice of my friends coming in to have the conversation. All I said, I was 17 at the time, all I said was, how old are you? And I got a 6-page. This was when I had I had a slide keyboard phone, and so it would come in pages rather than just like it wasn't an iPhone or anything. So I got 6 pages worth of texts that were like, I'm 25 years old. I went to this school. I did this. I got in trouble for some drugs, but I'm totally clean now. I did this, and this. I just think you're so beautiful. Blah blah blah. I got the whole life. I got the whole entire autobiography and everything, and all I said was, you know, thanks. I'm very flattered, but I'm only 17. You're 25. It's too much.
Oh
I got the whole life story when I just needed his age, and that was enough.
This reminded me of your first
That's so scary.
date situation. Did you ever talk about that? Mr.
With
Frozen
the
Pizza?
Yeah, I did.
The
Yeah,
Cadillac.
I hate that. That makes me cringe so hard.
I
wonder what
yeah.
that guy
I don't
did. Do you
wanna
remember
relive
his
that.
name?
Greg.
Have you
First
ever
last?
looked him up? See?
No. Who's it?
You should Google him, see if
You
he ever
should
got
look him up.
arrested or...
I don't think he was a bridge troll, dude. He wasn't even cute. I don't know what I was thinking. It was actually my mother. She pressured me.
I know a few Gregs.
Sorry.
Maybe it was him.
Did I tell you afterward, though? He was no longer
We
the
need to
shoe
look it up.
salesman. He was working at the gas station.
Do you know his last name?
No,
Don't say it.
I don't remember.
Shoot.
I wanna know.
My first kiss was a guy named Shane. Not the Shane that I spoke to up here, but Shane Warner. Oops, sorry.
I was like,
First and last, okay.
Look him up.
But he was actually very attractive. He was in the army or Marines.
Didn't know
or something.
about
He was in the
this.
military in some degree or whatever. He was nice, but I didn't like kissing him. Not him.
Sorry,
I didn't
Shane.
like kissing. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't anything against him. He was wonderful.
I think he lives in Columbus now. I like
Greg?
I'm not a stalker. I just like to know.
Greg or Shane?
Pictures to face or faces to
Who are
names.
you looking at? Oh,
Shane.
Shane Warner.
Columbus now.
He's gotten beefy. He's gotten beefy.
Dang!
What do you mean beefy?
He's beefy. He's beefy.
Wow.
He was a little bit
He
more
built.
lean when we were dating.
Where did
More
you
string
wait? When was this?
So when I was in college, I met a girl in one of my classes. She lived in Barnesville. She invited me to go to the Barnesville.
He's from Barnesville.
Yeah.
There you go.
She he was like from her church
We
or whatever,
have 8
something or
mutual
other, friend
friends.
from her. And she invited me to go to the Barnesville Pumpkin Festival and set me up with him.
He's a daddy.
Oh, good for him. He's doing his best life. That's
He's
great.
just not your dad.
No. That's fine.
Not
That's
your daddy.
fine.
Not your sugar, not your
But no, the
daddy.
thing that got me was like, so it was kind of like a blind date, but I met him at the Barnesville Pumpkin Festival. We were walking around. There was like the car show. He got me some food from one of the vendors and everything. It was a really nice time. I was super awkward. We hardly talked at all. Oh my god, that's so cute.
Babies.
Good for him. That's such a cute family. I'm so excited
that's
for him.
really cute.
Good job, Shane. You did
But he
well.
took me to dinner and a movie, and he was like, "So can this be our first date?" And I'm like, "But what about the pumpkin festival? This was that was so much more interesting than dinner and a movie. This is like." He's like, "No, I think this is our first date." I'm like,
Oh, he's
"Okay,
having another
whatever."
baby girl.
Congratulations,
In October.
Shane.
Look how adorable his wife is.
Shout out.
She's beautiful.
That's such a pretty picture.
Congratulations, man. I'm so happy that you were able to get over the perfectness of me.
You did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
Oh god.
You made the right decision.
Yep. But yeah,
Ugh, I'm like cringing.
I've
thinking
not
about, like,
had, yeah.
first date stuff and like
I think you know. I mean, my first kiss I think was Cole.
That's unfortunate. I mean, okay. You were friends with him for so long, though. It's
Yeah.
kind of like
It
the
was
natural
definitely
progression of things.
A girl next door situation for years.
The boy next door.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Him and Colby.
He got married.
Did he?
He did.
Is that a thing that's possible for him?
Yeah.
I'm,
he
Wow.
did.
I'm hating on him so much. I don't
That's
actually personally
crazy.
know. But him and Colby, Lindsay,
Yeah.
they sat behind me and Ashley on the charter bus down to like Disney or something.
Mhm.
They played the Button Factory on the back of our chairs for an entire 14 hours straight.
Yeah, this is way.
She's tiny.
She is so tiny.
She's microscopic.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's...
Yeah.
Wow.
He's tall in himself, but
Val would
she's
be like, oh, that's his daughter.
she's tiny.
Wow.
Itty bitty. And she has heels on in all these.
Wow.
Wow, she's itty bitty.
She is itty bitty.
And he's
That's cute,
not, I
though.
don't know. He's not that tall.
Did he mature? Obviously,
yeah, I
he's
don't
enough to
talk
get
him
married.
anymore. There was a situation.
Yeah, boy.
You remember that guy that...
You're getting a call from Eric. Come on.
I can't. I'm reporting.
Oh.
I don't
Sorry,
understand.
Eric.
No, but have you seen his brother lately?
What a beefster.
Yeah.
What is with the beef adjective? He is a beefster, but like, where does that come
I
from?
don't know. Because, okay, it's
Huge.
not so much ripped where, like, the muscles are super
Like-
defined, but they're just, like,
Cakey.
expanded.
Yeah.
So beefy. They're beefy. I don't know.
Thick. Look at
Thick.
his
Thick
legs
boy.
look thick in that picture.
Those are tree
Holy
trunks.
cow.
Those are tree trunks.
Oh my god. Those are some watermelon
I hope that-
crushes.
If anybody ever hears this, I hope it's not coming across as hate. This is no hate.
No, we
Hello,
love
Leo.
the beefy.
Hello, Leo.
What? Yeah. Is David here?
David.
No, but
Hi.
Rick's berries are ready to be picked.
Who?
Rick's berries or something like that.
Oh, no.
The blueberries?
Yeah.
Field trip.
We're going to
Oh, I have
berries
to
tonight.
work.
When?
2?
I'm getting blueberries. I'm taking them home and making zucchini bread. Okay, bye.
Blueberry zucchini bread. My chocolate zucchini
Well,
bread.
you have to wait. till
Wait, I want
Rachel
to try
gets here,
that.
'cause I have to tell her.
What?
What?
I have to tell Aunt Rachel that those berries are ready to
Okay.
be picked.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna have to cut that one out.
Bye.
Do you remember that guy that gave me his number at school at OCC?
Yeah.
Via some other woman.
Yeah.
Via?
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 Viva Las Vegas.
Yeah. He's,
Have you Googled him?
no, I still have his number. I have him on Snapchat and he slides up on everything I post.
Oh.
Ooh, we got a stalker. We
He's
got a
kinda weird.
stalker. Have you
Just
tried to
Gold.
look up Greg? I don't remember his last name.
I can't look up somebody I don't know the last name.
Just look up Greg.
How many Gregs there are?
Greg. Go through the alphabet.
That's what I was
Two
doing.
G's or one? Where is he from?
St. Clair, so I no, maybe.
Do you know who
Bridgeport?
he is like friends with?
No.
Darn.
Are you able to look it by occupation? Past employee of Boscov's?
Greg Boscovs. I don't
Greg from
know.
Boscov. Worked at, because it's not anymore. What do you want, Leo?
He's so
You're
funny.
so cute.
Wait. Hold on. Hold
What are you
on.
doing?
We have one mutual friend. Worked at Boscovs.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Hold on. It's a picture of a dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well.
that is not him. If that is him, we have a serious.
We would have a serious problem.
You got a problem.
Check his son, though. Check that guy's son.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was really funny.
No, it's
Had
lives
been
in
a problem.
Pennsylvania.
I don't know. I just don't.
Wow.
Is he locked in here?
Mhm.
Leo, come here. I don't want to get up right now.
Come here, buddy.
Come here. Come here. Come here, puppy. Don't huff at me. Come here.
You been a good boy. I'm not barking at the painters.
Except you did. That's not for you. He wants to be on the podcast now.
You want to be on a podcast?
Oh, I had the overwhelming
You wanna say
urge to spray him with a bottle for no reason.
Oh my god, you can't do that.
No, I can't.
That defeats the whole perp.
The perp?
Perp.
Perp.
The perp.
The bloobs. Was it Nora or Ruthie that says bloobs?
Bloobs.
She shortens everything.
Nora.
Turk. Bloobs.
Jeez, I just love her. I miss them. Yeah, the babies.
So, my cousin's kid, Cooper, I hope they're okay with the name. Okay.
I don't care.
Okay. My cousin's kid, Cooper, him and Bryson me and Madison were sitting underneath the tent on the beach, just hanging out, chilling, having a good time. Bryson and Cooper
Relax
were
and act
chasing
awful.
each other with like a sandy ball, one of the toy, sand toys they had, whatever.
Rubber balls.
They were chasing each other through the tent. They were spraying sand everywhere. So I kept saying, I was like, take it outside of the tent, guys. Like, don't run around where people are sitting. Take it outside the tent.
Yeah.
And Cooper just kind of kept chasing Bryson through the tent. And I was like, take it outside. Finally, and I was like, okay, you're not listening. And I got mad. I was like, you're done. Take it out of the tent. Cooper turns to me. He's like, I ain't going to listen to you. I just looked at him. I was like,
I
excuse me?
appreciate the directness, though.
I was like, excuse me? And he's like, I'm kidding. I'm like, you better, man. I will knock you into next week. Oh my gosh. But the problem, I told Ashley this. I'm not around them enough for them to associate the fact that I am an adult that they have to listen to.
Oh.
And because I'm also very chill, very laid back, I hardly ever get to a point where I'm serious like that. So when I finally did reach that point, I don't know if he thought I was serious or what, but he's like, I'm going to listen to you. And I'm like, guess again. Oh my gosh. Cracks me up, though.
That's really funny.
The audacity.
That's really funny.
Pressure, little boy.
I ain't gonna listen to you.
He's funny.
The honesty.
Wow, she really
I love
did
it.
post pictures.
Who are you talking about?
I was gonna look at.
Have you checked out?
Greg.
You know, no.
Huh?
Are you done?
No, I was looking for a picture of Cooper.
No.
The tuba.
I don't know.
No,
What
but
else we
look
check?
at these brothers, little boy.
Oh! He just does not get cuter than that. And I am like your number one go-to. If you want to know
What'd you
whether
say?
or not a baby is cute, bring it to me. I will tell you if a baby is cute or not.
Most
That's a
babies
cute
are
baby.
ugly.
Most babies are ugly.
As
That
Frank Alvarez
baby-
said in the Poetry Slam video.
Yeah.
Most babies are ugly.
Most babies are
My
ugly.
sister's
That one,
babies
though,
were pretty
so
cute.
cute.
He's super cute.
He's just
I don't
smiley.
think Lincoln was as cute as a baby. He's precious now, and I just love him.
Lincoln definitely
He
grew into
wasn't-
his cuteness.
yes,
he
he wasn't-
wasn't the most precious.
Yeah.
Malachi did have Lincoln.
Maybe Malachi's gonna be ugly now, like when he's adult.
I don't think that's possible.
Probably not.
Don't tell David this. I'll deny it. Malachi's got decent looking parents, so I think Malachi will be okay.
Yeah.
David's a caveman. He was supposed to come on here. He heard that Tiffany was gonna guest star on here, and David was gonna make an appearance. But apparently, he's
Being a dad.
he's
and
just
What
run
the
off.
heck?
No,
he
no, no.
can't. He didn't stay long enough.
He was gonna.
I think he was gone by the time I woke up.
One of these days, folks, you will meet the infamous David. It will
Yeah.
happen. I'll drag him in by his scruffy beard. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. I don't know. Yeah, those cicadas are loud.
They are.
I like
they
it.
are not loud at home.
It's like white noise.
Oh my gosh! I have to drive home tomorrow.
Oh.
You think they make
That's
like a
disgusting.
multi-room tent?
Yeah,
Yes,
they do.
and they zip.
I think I'm gonna get one of those when I buy my property.
Oh my god!
I think we're really gonna
Where
rock
are you
it.
gonna shower?
You
What?
can actually live in a tent. I was just kidding.
We were kidding. Don't actually do it.
You're
gonna
gonna be
stink.
eaten by
Your
bugs. You're
clients
gonna
are gonna be like,
stank.
that's my
He's
job.
so cute. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I need to do something. I should probably buy like a shed.
Yeah, living in a tent I don't think is it.
Well, I don't know, but I'm tired of not having anything to call my own.
Live with
So
me.
you want to say I live in a tent?
Speaking of that, though,
Okay.
I'm not having any luck as far as selling all my books and vinyls and
Oh, I see your Facebook posts.
yeah, repost it, advertise
Oh,
for
how
me.
do I do that?
I don't know.
I will do that.
Share it. Let friends and
I've
family.
got like 8 friends on Facebook.
It's not
I'll-
working though. It's not working. I think I need to take you up on your offer to use your yard for a sale.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you have stuff to put in it?
Probably.
Because I don't have enough stuff to warrant doing a sale, but if people added stuff to it and made it,
I got stuff. Just come to Ohio.
that is not going to happen.
Stop being such a hater on my life.
It's like Eric. It's like what I hear all the time.
I love
Just
it.
come to Ohio.
No,
It's so much better. Just go to Ohio.
It's really
It's
not.
just so much simpler way of
can't.
living.
But it's such a just small and boring.
It's too
Because
simple.
your mind is being small and boring.
Whoa.
Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. I've expanded past my little fishbowl limitations that
Okay,
St. Clairsville
you have
provides,
to ignore what you didn't like about him.
which is everything.
About it.
I would never be able to leave my house. I hate everything about that. Like it's boring even driving down the street. It's boring. I lived there for 20 years. I don't want to be there. I don't. It's boring. It's boring.
It's more fun.
At least here adds a little bit of spice to your life every time you got to avoid an idiot driving or, like just a single drive down 173 makes it all worth it. Oh, I love 173 or 20. Have you taken Route 20?
Not a while.
Route 20, dude. It's quite literally, it's a scenic highway. It's gorgeous. Going out to David's, you could go from the retreat to David's house there and go down Route 20. It is so freaking, oh my God, is it gorgeous.
It is. I just couldn't live in the state.
When COVID was happening, I lived in Jamesville. My days just consisted of driving through Jamesville because it's so gorgeous. And I'm like, this is fine.
Such a close-minded place. But at the same time,
what are you talking about?
Everywhere is close-minded, I feel like. I don't know.
Well, see, the thing is, New York is a blue state, where our area is very red.
Yes.
So
I think that's...
You have a little bit of diversity. You can get into arguments with anybody. It's happened.
I think where my head goes now, though, is raising a child here. Like, I would not be able to raise a child here.
I would not be able to raise a child in St. Clairsville.
See?
I wouldn't be able to raise a child ever.
Do you know what St. Clairsville, the mindset of St. Clairsville is?
Hmm.
When I was in school, it was my grade and I think maybe Zach's grade. All got together and created the slogan, Born Better. Created t-shirts, created hats and everything with Born Better. And I'm like,
but there's also so many schools around there.
What?
Like,
Are you claiming it's true? What?
No, I'm saying that those people, like, if you don't want that type of atmosphere, which I don't think it is anymore, but if you didn't want that, there's so many other places you could send your kids. Like, I want to send my kids to Barnesville, but
why not?
I just have it because I feel I'm going to not work there, and I'm not going to drive 25 minutes if I don't have to.
That's true.
Because they haven't had any issues.
I don't know.
And it's not like it was. It's
man.
just not like it was.
I'll have to take your word
I don't know.
for it.
We'll see when they get to high school, but
it was disturbing. They created a slogan, "Born Better," and that's why everyone we're the rich kids on the hill. All the rival schools.
Everyone
hated
else called us that. They called us
because we played up. Because we came up with slogans like "Born Better." I'm like,
we didn't do that until after everyone did that.
What?
They didn't. They started that because everyone hated on us, so that's why they did it.
It doesn't matter. It was grody. You're not going to convince me otherwise. It was a grody thing to do.
Yeah, but it's no better than... I mean, everyone did that with other different schools, too. Like, do you know how much shit Barnesville gets?
Well, I think public school in general is an infestation. Jacob we were talking about it one time, and they were doing studies on, like, kids, genius level of kids, the intellect.
I think they should.
You can do studies and stuff. A lot of kids are testing at genius levels when they're children. And then as they progress through the public education system, it just diminishes.
That's why you need to go public school or homeschool.
No, you can't go to... The public school is what's the problem.
Did I say public? I meant private.
Yeah.
Private school or homeschool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why his kids are private school.
Yeah.
There's just no hope for mine at this point. So.
Well, that's why I feel I'm really happy that they didn't put Lincoln to St. Clairsville. Because I knew... I was the same way, though. I was like a gifted kid through elementary school, middle school, and everything. I was all in the advanced classes, gifted, whatever. And then it just plateaued because nobody did anything to actually push...
I don't know that he's going to stay there, though.
I hope he does.
Where's the siblings go? I think they go to St. Clairsville.
I have no idea, but...
Unless they go to Bridgeport.
I don't
know. Which actually, Bridgeport's a really good school.
Well, either way, I just know they did not cultivate any kind of progression in a public school. They just match you what your age, your grade, that education level. They don't push people in public school.
It's funny because St. Clairsville is one of the ones that actually does something with education compared to when I graduated with people from other schools that I worked with and stuff, and they said, like UL, they didn't do anything.
Well, they must have implemented after I left because they didn't.
Barnesville's good.
I was supposed to go.
More like life skill type.
Mom wanted me to go to Mount Shawnal. It closed though. So glad I didn't go there.
Go to Only school.
The what?
The Only school.
What?
Only. It's right next to Barnesville, and they have like animals, and they have crops, and they're like a little.
Oh, like teaching you how to actually be a person.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
Huh,
it's right up on our hill.
Well, that's why it kills me that there was no home ec in our
Barnesville
school.
Has it. That's what I love Barnesville. I would love to move back there.
Like I have no I have no life skills. Nobody ever taught me any life skills. So now I'm an adult and I'm floundering.
Floundering.
Yeah, but then we don't like the stuff that it comes with people that are like that. Like, I am trying to give you natural things, and I'm trying to poison you.
Well, that is because I'm 28 years old. Can't teach an old dog new tricks kind of thing. Had you instilled it in me in middle school and high school,
I didn't
could be
have
different.
those things because I didn't. But now I realize
didn't
how
have it,
bad
that's what I'm saying.
things are, and so I'm teaching myself now, and you just get used to it.
I'm lazy.
Obviously, I didn't like it at first.
I'm
lazy.
For like a few weeks.
I'm not denying that.
I'm telling you.
Listen,
stuff is gross
I will
at first, but your health is worth
I
it.
stopped poisoning myself with the water out there at the retreat, so that made a huge difference.
Oh,
and
I can't believe you were drinking that.
I've cut out not all. I did cave because PMSing really hard, and they looked really good. I bought like seasoned fries and stuff, and these tater barrels.
Yourself.
These tater barrels that were like
What are those, tater
What's
tots?
that?
No, they were like this big, and they've got cheese and bacon, and they're all like wrapped in a potato. And yeah, it was good. It's good. But I've stopped with like pre-made, processed, frozen foods and
It's
stuff.
so disgusting.
It's terrible for you. I stopped with that. I feel much better.
Mm-hmm.
And I avoid.
Now, if you just take the gluten out, man.
I avoid gluten. Well, rice has gluten,
Oh.
and I will not. I thought only orzo.
What?
I don't know. I don't know anything about food.
Clearly.
Orzo's
What
pasta.
the hell are you talking? Orzo is not gluten-free.
You probably get gluten-free or
Then
Orzo is pasta.
it's pasta.
No.
It's not rice.
No, what I'm saying is Aunt Rachel made some kind of something with rice that you had to avoid, and it made me think, is it gluten? I don't know how it works.
What?
When she made something with orzo.
No.
One time, she did make me Italian wedding soup.
Yes.
She gave it to me, the orzo one, not the rice one.
That's what I got
And
mixed up. That's what I got mixed up. I switched it in my
So
head.
is rice
Yeah.
gluten?
No.
Okay.
So I thought something about rice was something that you were trying to avoid.
Wheat, rye, barley.
Okay. I'm all about the rice.
Yeah,
Rice.
I
So
eat rice every day of my life, so.
I avoid gluten most of the time. Like, I don't eat bread other than when I'm here.
Yeah.
And
No,
Aunt Rachel makes garlic bread.
you'd be surprised. It's in so many seasonings. It's in so many things.
But see, that's the thing. I'm like, I don't want to jump through hoops. Like, I limit it. Like, before, when I lived in Ohio, it was all sandwiches. It was peanut butter and jelly. Now, I did buy a loaf of bread to make the peanut butter and jelly because of the jam that I now have. Because it's black raspberry. I'm all open.
I don't eat bread, but now you're eating bread.
She's judging me because I refuse.
I'm not judging you.
There are some things in life I would rather die than not be able to enjoy the simple things in life that I like.
If you want to be miserable, that's fine.
Mary Grace is just
Well, how's your poop?
better.
Hopefully better now. I gave her I poisoned her with triple magnesium.
Okay, well, I literally took the first dose of it this morning, so I have yet to find out how it affects my poops.
Yeah.
Because she forgot to give it to me 2 days ago.
You also didn't get it.
What?
You also didn't remind me to get it.
Yeah, that's true. You know what she got me?
Huh.
She went thrifting the other day. She got me a poster book for The Chosen Season 1.
Oh, cool.
That was great. That's the last topic on my list of things. I'm on my, 5th rewatch of The Chosen.
Oh my god.
Weeping my way through it,
You're
as
crazy.
always.
I haven't cried yet.
You
I
heartless.
have turned into not a crier. Unless I'm very emotional with, depending on my cycle. Or I'm mad.
Well, that's
I'm
it.
just
I
so
was
frustrated, that's why I cry.
I was PMSing pretty hard, so I was all tears at every moment throughout the entire thing. But when you sink into the actual the reality of what is being shown, it gets to me every time. No, he's being okay.
I'm just gonna hold it in case he's
Oh,
tired.
okay.
Calm down.
But it always gets me. I think about certain scenes that the disciples are walking with him, and the thought of walking beside Jesus gets me every time, and I start crying. The door's locked. We should probably open it for him. He wants to go out.
Good one.
That was disgusting.
You didn't do a wait for it.
No, it came before I was able to. On the side of my
Did
mouth.
you see him look at you? Oh, disgust.
Come here, baby. Is she terrorizing you? Come here. Yeah.
He's been a good boy.
He likes me.
That was no fair.
I'm not gonna come down and play. He likes getting beat up.
I know.
It's kind of
Because
weird.
of David.
I'll like pat and bonk him on the head and everything, and then I'll stop and he'll come forward like asking for more. Oh, you're so pathetic.
You want out?
Come on.
Pain's a lot, but
Does he need to go out?
obviously.
Tiffany has left the building. I don't know what time we're at.
It's been.
It's been?
We could probably wrap up.
Oh, hello. Hello. We've got another
Almost 2 hours.
we got another split take here.
You want to split this into 2?
Aunt Rachel is calling Tiffany.
Put her on.
Danielle speaking. What's up? I'm not aware, but hold on, let me find Tiffany and see if she knows of anything.
Am I gonna be alone?
I will run down and check. Yeah. But we're wrapping up. It's okay, we're wrapping up. I can text you. Okay. Bye.
What happened?
We're just talking about all the glue. She's like, I think we need bread. I find that
Of
very
course.
funny. Okay, folks. It was great chatting to you. I did send it. I told you that already. So
Are we gonna split this into 2?
I mean, we don't have to. This one's long. I don't know if we want to.
Like to make up for some.
Yeah. More
Say
episode.
hello so I can put it in between.
Okay. Hello. Welcome back to my aunt's attic.
I don't know if I'll even end up doing
No.
it. We'll see.
Just leave it in just like that. Make
We'll
it
use
sound
it if we use it,
stupid.
if we don't, we don't.
Tiffany didn't say goodbye because she's a jerk.
That's alright.
But hope y'all enjoyed meeting her.
I
Even though
enjoyed meeting her.
she detests me. She hates the fact that I don't listen to her on anything. I'm so I'll argue about anything. You tell me to do something and I'm just gonna argue just for the sake of it. Hope y'all enjoyed that.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Don't do that. Bonk. Bonk. Bonk.